Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the 2023 first paper, English medium paper. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the first 25 questions. Right. So here I'm going to explain all the questions in most simplest way. And if you got any problem after watching this video, you can put all the questions as a comment. All right. So let's start the number one question. So which of the following statements are correct? Statement A, word processors and spreadsheet softwares belong to the category of utility software. So word processor is application software. The spreadsheet is a application software. So those are not belongs to the utility software. So the software hierarchy, the simplest software hierarchy I can represent like this. All the softwares mainly divided into two categories, right? One is called system softwares and the other category called the application softwares. And system softwares again divided into two, operating systems and utilities, right? So the word processor and spreadsheet, these are just application softwares. So utility not belong to the utility. So that is incorrect. And statement B, a compiler is an example for a program translator. Compiler, yes. Compiler is an example for program translator. Now we are studying about the compilers under the lesson number 9, computer programming. But the software hierarchy, we learn under this number 2, introduction to computer lesson. So what are the other translators? That we are going to that we have discussed in the under the 9th lesson. Another one is interpreter, right? Another one is what you call the assembler. Okay, so compiler is another translator. So what is the translation here? A compiler can translate a high-level programming language like Python to machine code, right? High-level program language to machine code. In other words, the machine code is very similar to the binary, pure binary. So that is correct. It is illegal to use a proprietary software without obtaining its license. So proprietary software means a copyright software. So softwares which has a true owner. Right? Softwares, all the copying rights belongs to a specific licensed owner. So if you're going to use that kind of a software, if you're going to purchase or if you're going to freely use a proprietary software, you have to get the license, right? So you don't have to apply for a license separately, but when you purchasing or when you freely download the software comes with the license, right? So you are agreeing to the license while you installing the software, right? When you run the setup program, you have to tick a checkbox. Yes, I agree to the license agreement. So we never read the agreement, but there are lots of terms, right? Lots of the actions that the proprietary can take against the user and it explains how the user is eligible to use the software and so on. So yes, it is illegal to use a proprietary software without obtaining its license. Yes. So that means if I'm going to uh, give a single license software to someone else, to my friend, that is illegal. So if I'm going to download the software from a from the black market, like a pirate website, like a torrent website, then that is also illegal. Right? So some people think all the freely available software are open source softwares. No, if a software is for free, that doesn't mean that software is an open source software, right? So there are two main types of license: the copyrighted softwares or closed source softwares or open source software. So C is correct. B and C. Then number two, personal information of students and their exam marks are input to a student information system. Marks for a subject range from 0 to 100. A student has to study collection of compulsory and optional subjects and sit for the relevant examinations. Which of the following are suitable data validations for the above system? Statement A, a presence check for the marks for all subjects taken or not taken by the student. So what is the presence check? Presence check means check whether data is available, right? So here it says marks for all subjects taken, not taken by the student. So if a student has been not taken a subject, then there can't be marks. There can't be marks for the subjects which the student has not taken yet. So presence check. Presence check means check whether data is in the fields in front of all the subjects. But anyway, the marks will be blanked for all the subjects which the students are not taking. So presence check is not suitable, right? To check whether all the marks are available for the taken subjects and not taken subjects. So that is incorrect, right? So if a student has not taken the subject, then there can't be marks anyways. So statement B, range check to check whether an input exam marks is within range 0 to 100. Yes, range check. That is correct. So if the interface can do this kind of validation method for all the entered marks for all the subjects, if the interface can check like if all the marks are within 0 to 100, because that is the valid range. Let's say by the data entry operator has mistakenly entered another extra digit like 154. So that is not in the range, right? So marks is 154, that is not in the range. So that should be checked. If the 154 marks are going to save inside the database, then that will be a huge error. So range check should happen before data goes to the database. A data type check to ensure that the input made for the telephone number of the student contains only digits. Yes, data type check. Data type check means check whether the entered data are in integers or floating point numbers or primary numbers or odd numbers or strings. Right? So that is the data type check, or images or PDF or Word files or MP3s or MP4s. Those are the data types. Right? So let's say the interface says attach a PDF, but someone attached a JPG. So data type check should be there to identify the incorrect data type. Otherwise, that JPG is going to save in the database and make a huge mess. So C is correct. So B and C are the answers. All right, so let's check the third one. The existing book management system in a school library is used with a computer, a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. The school management wants to minimize the time taken presently for book lending returning. Which of the following is most suitable for this purpose? Okay, so that particular library got a computer, monitor, and a keyboard and a mouse. That's all. Right? So school management wants to minimize the time. So that means the school management wants to increase the efficiency of the library system, especially regarding to book lending and returning. So yes, so those are the two main operations in a library. So using a digitizer, So we can assume at the moment this school library uh, enter all the data manually when a person trying to lend a book, when a member, library member trying to lend a book, or when a library member trying to return a book, that the librarian has to enter all the data manually. So that is the assumption that we can get from the question. So what the management can do to make things more efficient? So using a digitizer. So digitizer means a drawing pad. So there's no use of drawing pad for this kind of a situation. Using an extra now at the moment I'm using a digitizer to draw things on the PDF so you can see. So using an external hard disk. No, external hard disk won't help to increase the efficiency. Using a touch screen. Even a touch screen, yes, to enter data, touch screen won't help. The physical keyboard is more faster compared to a touch screen. So using a stripe reader, magnetic stripe reader like the stripe readers you can see in the back of credit cards, debit cards, magnetic stripe reader. Yes, that is a good, somewhat sound solution, but it's difficult to attach a magnetic stripe reader to books, right? So when the lender comes with a book, let's say a book has a magnetic stripe reader attached to the book cover, yes. Then the librarian has to swipe the book cover through the magnetic reader. So that is difficult. And also it's hard to attach a magnetic stripe reader to a book. And also it's difficult to generate magnetic stripes uh, for this kind of a small school library, not practical. Using a barcode technology, yes, barcode technology is a good solution to increase the efficiency. Uh, yes, librarian can, print barcodes. There are so many online barcode generators for free. So the librarian can generate the barcodes with the book information, take printouts and paste on the book covers. And when the when the members dealing with the books, the librarian can read the barcode using a barcode reader quickly within a second. The data goes into the system. So that is a good solution. Number 4. Listed below are some phrases about the internal operations of 3 printers. Statement A, moving print head is striking an ink ribbon against the paper. Okay, so which of the following correctly matches dot matrix inject laser to the above phrases? Okay, so what are the printer types? Oh, these are called hard copy output devices. Hard copy output devices mainly goes to 2 categories, printers and plotters. Then printers has some subcategories like uh, one is called impact printers, non-impact printers, and 3D printers. And plotters got 2 types, flatbed plotters and desk plotters. Okay, so moving print head, striking an ink ribbon against the paper. So that is the inkjet. No, moving print head is striking an ink ribbon against the paper. Yes. So something make an impact on the paper is called impact printers. Toner attracting to what is printed on a cylinder, which is then transferred to paper. Yes, toners and cylinders using in laser printers or photocopy machines. Nozzles is spraying ink onto paper. So nozzles spraying ink means laser printers. Nozzles spraying ink. onto paper means inkjet printers. So what is the A is impact, B non-impact, C non-impact. Yeah. So dot matrix, these are impact, inkjet non-impact, laser non-impact, laser non-impact. So we can remove all the last three. And toner means laser, so dot matrix laser. C is inkjet, so number 1 is the answer. Number 5. Which of the following will cause CPU to execute different set of instructions? CPU execute different set of instructions. Context switching, an interrupt, user selecting the shutdown option in the computer. Okay, so which of the following will cause the CPU to execute different set of instructions? So that means which makes CPU run a different set of calculations. So instruction means at the end of the day, it's a calculation. Right? Instruction means a calculation. So actually, there's not much explanation about instructions in the syllabus. But yes, at the moment, you can think about calculations instead of instructions. So anyway, if the CPU is going to execute different set of instructions, a new set of calculations, which makes CPU execute new set of calculations. Statement A, a context switch. So context switch, what will happen in context switch? Context switching. Then we found context switching in 5th lesson, operating system. So CPU context switch, meaning is CPU switching between processes. Then one process comes to the CPU, execute a little bit, then goes it back to the ready stage. Another process comes to the run stage to the CPU, execute a little, then it goes back to the ready stage. Yes, when CPU switching between processes, CPU always dealing with new set of instructions, right? It always dealing with new set of instructions because the processes are switching, coming and going to CPU. So CPU always dealing with new data. Yes. And interrupt. So what happens in interruption? Interruptions are generating by the operating system. So when the OS generate an interruption, the running process has to go back to the ready stage, right? So that means a new process comes into the CPU. Again, CPU has to deal with new calculations, new instructions. So A and B related with each other, right? Context switching, interruption, so everything related with each other. User selecting a shutdown option in the Bow computer. So selecting a shutdown option means you are running a new program. So running a new program will make new set of instructions to the CPU. Or running a new program means new set of processes. A program means a processes. So running program is a process. Right? So shutdown is a one program. So when you run the shutdown program, new set of instructions will go to the CPU. As a result, CPU execute the shutdown instructions. As a result, your computer is starting to shut down. So all are correct. A, B, C. Okay, number 6. A program runs faster when the data it requires are in the program runs fastest. Okay, so you have to think about the memory pyramid that we learn in lesson 2. So in memory pyramid, at the top, the fastest memory locations are registers, then cache memory. In cache, there are 3 levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is the fastest, level 3 is the slowest, then DRAM, RAM card, then flash memory, then disks. Okay. So in the pyramid, then towards the top, the speed increasing, towards the down, speed decreasing. So the fastest here is L1 cache. Okay, so number 7, what is the correct binary equivalent of decimal 13.125? So 13 is 1101. So 1 is incorrect, 2 is incorrect. Yeah, we have 3, 4, 5. So just decimal to binary conversion. 13 divided by 2, 6, 1 remaining, 6 divided by 2, 3, no remainders, 3 divided by 2, 1, 1 remaining, so 1101. And 0.125, so 0.125, we have to multiply by 2. So you have to maintain 3 digits after the decimal point. So 2 into 5, 10. 1 remaining. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 2 into 1, 2. Nothing jumped left side. So we put 0 there after the decimal point. So we have to continue the multiplication until we get 0. So 2 into 0, 0. 2 into 5, 10. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So nothing jumped. 0. So we only multiply the right part, the right side part from the decimal point, right? Not the left side. So 2 into 0, 0, 2 into 0, 0, 2 into 5, 10. Now we have 1, fourth number. So fourth number jump to the left side, right? Now collect all the left side numbers from the decimal point from top to bottom. 0, 0, 1, 0.001. So 1, 1, 0, 1 point 0, 0, 1, number 3 is the answer. Then number 8. Which of the following are equivalent to octal 674? Okay. First we have binary. So it's really easy to convert an octal number to binary. Okay. So 6, 7, 4 in octal. Write every number digit in 3 bits binary. So 4 is 1, 0, 0, 7 is 1, 1, 1, 6 is 1, 1, 0. So 3-bit groups. Okay, so this is equal to binary. So 110, 111, 100, A is correct. Right? Binary conversion. Then B, 444 in decimals. In decimals. So convert, it's easy to convert this binary code into decimals. So here value is 1 to 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64, 1 to 8, and 256. Okay, so 256, 1 to 8, 32, 16, 8, 4. Add all the numbers together. So 10, 16, 22, 8, 30, 34. 3 remaining, 8 plus 2, 10, 13, 1, 14. Can repeat not the number. So 3 plus 1, 4. Yes, 4, 4, 4. That is correct. Then 2B is C in hexa. So let's check. So how to convert a binary code to hexa? If you have a binary code, break it into 4-bit groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a one group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another group. The last group could contain any less than 4 bits. So find the decimal equivalent of each group. So 1100 equal to decimal here 1, 2, 4, 8, 12. Here 1, 2 equal to 3. Here 1. Yeah. 1, 1. So 1, 3, 12. So 1, 3, 12 means in hexa C. 1, 3, C in hexa. So it's 2BC, incorrect. AB is the answer. 8, number 2. Okay, let's check number 9. The address of an instruction was shown 5A1 in hexadecimal. What is that address in decimal? Address in instruction was shown in 5A1 in hexadecimal. Actually, the address instruction, so those things are not not involved with the question actually, because it's just asking what is the decimal equivalent of 5A1 in hexa. So 5A1 second in hexa. How to convert this into decimals? So you have two options. Now, one is write down the 16 to the power values beneath each digit and do the multiplications and then add all the numbers. The other way is get the binary code and convert that binary code into decimal. So converting binary code to decimal is much more easier. So what is the method? Write down each digit in 4-bit groups. So 1 in 4 bits, 0, 0, 0, 1. A is 10. So 4 bits, anyway, A consumes 4 bits, 10 consumes 4 bits. Better to have some space. And 5 in 4 bits, 1, 0, 5 is 1, 0, 1. So if you want, you can put a 0 to the front. That doesn't count anyway. So then find the decimal equivalent of this binary. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, here 32, 60, 64, 128, 256, then 512, 1024. Right, then add all the numbers together. 1024, 256, 128, 32, 1. So 6 plus 4, 10, 18, 20, 21. 4, 9, 11, plus 3, 14. 3 plus 1, 4. 1, 4, 4, 1, or 1441. Number 2 is the answer. Then number 10. A document contains 248 characters, including spaces and line breaks. So how many bits? A document contains 248 characters. So that means like a notepad file. It's a document. So that notepad file maybe have so many characters. So the capacities, the total number of characters are 248, including spaces between words and the line breaks. So line breaks means, yes, the end of each line marked by line break. So how many bits are needed to encode this document in ASCII using the parity bit? So ASCII is a 7-bit character representation method, but with the parity bit. Parity bit is used to detect errors. So we talked about parity in lesson number 6, computer networks. So using the parity bit. So ASCII got total of 7 characters, 7 bits. Every character representing 7 bits in ASCII. And including the parity bit plus 1. Altogether 8 bits. Altogether 8 bits. Okay, so how many bits are needed? How many bits are needed? So each character represented by 8 bits in ASCII. As I said, each character represented by 7 bits plus parity bit 8 altogether. And there are 2048 characters. So 2048 total characters multiplied by 8, you will get total number of bits. So number 4. So number 11, what is the correct 2's complement binary representation of decimal minus 49 using 8 bits? Okay, so 2's complement representation. So first you have to find the binary of 49. 110001. 110001. So you have to convert this into 8-bit code. Not convert, I mean add more zeros to make it as a 3-bit code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so this is the positive code of 49. And flip the each bit. Then add 1. 0 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So 1, 1, double 0, quad 1. Number 4 is the answer. Okay, then number 12. Consider the following logic circuit in which X indicates 2 input logic gates. 2 input logic gates. Which of the following should X be so that when A equals 0 and B equals 1, the output C would be 0. Okay, if A equals 0, B equals 1, and C should be 0. C should be 0. So what happened to this 0 and 1 after this NAND gate? So 0 into 1 inside the AND gate, 0 into 1, 0. And when it goes through this NOT gate, 0 into 1, 0, flip the bit to 1. So for X, both the inputs will be 1 and 1. So this 1 goes to this wire and the wire divided into 2 parts. So both wires provide 1 to this particular gate. So if you put a NAND gate into this X box, what will happen? A NAND gate. For a NAND gate, 1 and 1. What is the output? 1 and 1. So 1 into 1 is 1 inside the AND gate. And when it goes through the NOT gate, 0. So C would be 0. Yes, NAND provides 0. And NO gate? One and 1 inputs. So what happens inside the OR gate? 1 plus 1 is 1. And when it goes through the NOT gate, 0. NO gate also provide 0 C output. Number 3, XOR gate. When XOR gate has 1 and 1, what's the rule of XOR gate? If the inputs are equal, output is 0. If the inputs are different, output is 1. So here inputs are equal. So the output should be 0. All the 3 provide 0. So all number 5 for number 12. Number 13. Which of the following is simplified form of Boolean expression? X, then X bar plus Y. Okay, so which of the following is simplified form? Okay, so we cannot apply any rule for the brackets because it's X plus Y, two different inputs. So using what we can do here, the only possible law is distribution law. So let's remove the brackets by multiplying X and the bracket content. So X into X bar plus X into Y. So X into X bar, like 1 into 0, is 0 plus X dot Y. So 0 plus X dot Y. Uh, nothing gonna make any change for the X dot Y. Adding a 0. So just X dot Y. Number 3 is the answer. Number 14. A program in execution in a computer is called a process. Which of the following is a possible state transition sequence of such process? Okay. Now you have to remember the process transition diagram. The process transition diagram consists with 5 stages. 5 stages. So basically, what are the 5 stages? New and block. Oh, wait. So in this answer, yes, provided as block. So newly created process goes to ready stage. Ready stage process can goes to run stage. Run stage process can go back to ready stage and terminate stage and the block stage as well. Block stage process can goes back to ready stage. So new, ready, run, terminate. Yes, that is correct. New block, no, new process cannot goes to, cannot directly goes to block. New, ready, ready process cannot goes to block. New run, no, newly created process cannot go to run. New block, no. So number 1 is the answer. Easy question. Number 15. Amara powers on the computer and starts a spreadsheet application. Then he also opens a web browser. Which of the following are possible execution sequence on the processor of this computer? Okay, so number 1, BIOS. Yes, it says, the question says Amara powers on the computer. So when computer is getting on, or when computer is getting on means the computer get boots up. So for the booting process, BIOS is essential. Without the BIOS ROM, a computer cannot boot itself. So BIOS, then BIOS find the operating system, boots up the operating system. Then when Amara requests the spreadsheet application, operating system is the one it's going to find the spreadsheet application like Excel and open. So a computer user cannot directly run another application software. So all the applications, utilities, all the softwares are running via the operating system. Operating system is always in control. Right? We always make requests for the operating system. So how? Via the start menu or via a shortcut icon on the desktop? So start menu desktop belongs to who? Belongs to the operating system. So we always make requests via the operating system. So operating system has to involve, right? Any application software cannot open without the awareness of the operating system. So OS, the spreadsheet, again OS has to open the web browser, and again OS has to do something else. Yes. Number 2, BIOS spreadsheet. No, BIOS always boot the operating system. BIOS spreadsheet, no. BIOS OS, yes. Spreadsheet. Spreadsheet cannot open up a web browser. BIOS OS spreadsheet, no. Number one is the correct answer. All right, so I'm going to discuss the next 15 questions in the next video clip. And yes, you can find the next 15 questions in my channel. So if you got any questions regarding these discussed question, as I said, you can put as a comment video.